Hello everybody, it's Hawk here, and today I have predictions for the box. What box? The mini box coming out in March. Yeah, I'm getting real early on that. I actually have content to make now, which is shocking. So we'll be starting with Jaden today, as you can see. I figured why not? I'm actually kind of hopeful for Jaden's deck. Again, I probably shouldn't be. Every one of his decks has been a bitter disappointment. However, this one's not going to be full of reprints. Thank God for that one. So, I have the list up here, and honestly, there's 2 reprints in this. You can see the polymerization right there, and I'm pretty sure he has Hero Signal already, so whatever. I figured if we're going to reprint something, those are fine. Now, I'm on some cope. I put Air Neos in here. Do I actually think we're getting Air Neos? No, I don't. I don't actually think we're getting Air Neos. I put it in here largely because it's funny. And if Konami wants to sell 8 million boxes of Speed Duel's product, you reprint Air Neos. Then again, none of us have any idea why they won't print Air Neos and why he can't be acknowledged on anything. So, who the hell knows, right? He probably ain't going to be here, but whatever. Anyway, let's get to the actual stuff. Of course, we got Card Trooper, Dandelion, and then Aqua Dolphins over here. We already know these are going to be in. We also know that Elemental Hero Neos will be in this deck. So, these are the automatics. We know they're in here. On that end, I'm also going to go and just say the rest of the Neo-Spacians here. Hummingbird, Panther, Scarab, Glowmoss, Grand Mole. This card is going to get on the list real fucking quick because he is just going to be an irritating little shit. Just, my god, he is going to be so annoying to deal with. Now, probably looking at this and going, that's a pretty crowded monster lineup. And I actually didn't realize quite how crowded this monster lineup was before I put them actually in a deck, because I kind of forgot there were 6 Neo-Spacians, not 5. I forgot about Glowmoss. Yeah, I forgot about Glowmoss. Anyway, so the other additions are Prisma, because I'm going to put Prisma in every single Jaden prediction until they fucking give me Prisma. It's a good card. Let me have it. Help all the fusion decks that kind of suck ass. Like, just for the love of God, this isn't hard. I'll add Solid Soldier in here. He's fine. Nothing mind-blowing, just a solid, solid hero to add in. I'm being a little high-rolly and putting in Connector. Now, I could have put in Neo's Fusion. Spoiler, it's not in here. But I decided to put Connector in instead. I like Connector. It's a neat card. It does a lot of weird stuff. I mean, one of the big ones is it just lets you get Elemental Hero Neos for nothing. Which is quite useful, actually. And I think the deck could really benefit from that. It's 2 ways to get him, actually. You can special summon him out of the deck, or you can, if he's in your hand, get Aqua Dolphin, use Aqua Dolphin's effect by pitching Neos, and then use the secondary effect of Connector to get Neos on the field. Congratulations! You can now make something. It's not a huge deal, but there it is. I figure Connector is probably perfectly safe. I mean, it's getting a Neo-Spacian or Neos, and every Neo-Spacian that is not exactly named Aqua Dolphin and Grand Mole kind of suck. Okay, just letting you all know that. So that's it for the monster lineup. It's nothing mind-blowing. Well, there is another one. It's just in the side, because I wanted to put them in here, and then I realized I was at 22. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just go straight to that one. It's just Alias and Gemini Spark. Honestly, I would be okay swapping out some of the back row in here. Like, you can get rid of Hero Signal and one of the spells, and give us these 2 instead. Or just put them in the extra cards. I'm not going to complain too much if that's in the extra cards. That'd be fine. But let's go to the spells here. If you can tell, I did not script this. I'm just going. We have Contact Gate, which is an interesting card I found while looking through Neo-Spacian support. Obviously, it wasn't good in actual play, because Neo-Spacians were shit in actual play, but in a deck that's only 20 cards, this suddenly gets a lot better. So, you banish 2 Neo-Spacian monsters with different names in your graveyard, special summon 2 Neo-Spacian monsters with different names from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except fusion monsters. If a face-up Fusion monster that lists elemental hero Neos as material returns from your field to the extra deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one of your banished Neo-Spacian monsters. So this card does a lot. It does a lot of shit, okay? So you're banishing, anything that's in your graveyard with two different names. So, just Grand Mole and Aqua Dolphin, for instance. And then you can get two other ones from your deck, or graveyard, or hand, or whatever. Now, this could do a lot of things. I mean, you could tribute summon Neos. Don't do that, but you could. Basically, this is setting up any other fusion play you could want, and it's fine. This is probably a one-of, and a one-of in a 20-card deck is a lot better than a one-of in, a 40-card deck, because it's unsearchable. So I think this card's neat. I don't think it's broken. I don't even know how it would necessarily be good. I just think it was a cool card that honestly might actually see possible play in speed duels. Neo-Spacians might actually pull something off, and I would be so happy if they managed to not suck in speed duels, because it would fill my axiom of decks that were terrible in the TCG or were just completely unplayable piles of garbage actually working here. And Neo-Spacians would be great. I mean, we could have the moment of heroes are good. People like it when heroes are good. On this train, EN Shuffle. This is more of letting people actually try to fuse the two decks together. Being realistic, this is going to get used to get Neos more often than anything else. But yes, you shuffle an elemental hero or Neo-Spacian monster you control into the deck, and if you do, special summon one elemental hero or Neo-Spacian monster with a different name from your deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, shuffle from your graveyard into the deck either one elemental hero monster or one Neo-Spacian monster or an elemental hero Neos, then draw one card. So this is a hell of a card. I mean, you can run this in pure hero, or you can run it in a pure Neo-Spacian deck, and it's just gonna turn one thing into a different thing. Kind of mind-blowing. If we get Prisma, you can do Prisma's effect, and then shuffle, and then get a different thing. Go get Blaze Man or something. It's very funny. Or you get Blaze Man, get Poly, and then EN shuffle for Prisma to get something else. It's great. Just saying. This is a pretty neat card. Might be too much for the speed duel guys. I don't think it is. Hero is in a very bad position. Kind of needs all the fucking help it can get. It's not like we're giving it, anything too wild. It's not like anything's insane in the extra deck. It's like, what are you gonna do? Fucking Nova Master? Calm down. Alright, after that, we've got Generation Next. This is another card I again thought was kind of neat. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, add to your hand one or special summon one elemental hero monster, Karibo monster, or Neo-Spacian monster from your deck or graveyard with attack less than or equal to the difference in life points. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards or a card effect or effects of cards with the same name as that card. Now, you're probably noticing I have a lot of cards that are just yanking shit out of the deck. Yes, hero is terrible. I don't care. You can let them have this shit. It's totally fine. I mean, this one's okay. Use a hero lives, get something. You can use Generation Next and get another something. What are those two things? I don't know. Pick something. But the point is, you actually have a hard combo play now. This is good. This is okay. This is perfectly fine power creep. Alright? You're not doing anything insane. There's no long list of heroes that are utterly bonkers. Like, okay, cool, you can go get, like, Solid Soldier. Woo, you got Solid Soldier. That's it. You got Solid Soldier. Cool. Or Blaze Man. Or Prisma. It's fine. Okay? It's totally okay. It's not a problem. Let us have some combos, guys. Alright, after that, it's just Neo-Space, which has to be in here. It's not very good, but here it is. Oh, Oversoul. Why would you not? Jaden did this combo all the time. Also, I mean, vanilla heroes will probably not hate it. Get a dude back. Because they don't have Miracle Fusion. And I couldn't justify putting that in here, because this is not actually a proper hero deck. Poly, because it's the obvious reprint. And, Hero Signal I already told you about. So we have Hero Blast as the last one. I thought Hero Blast was kind of cool. It's not mind-blowing or anything, it's just kind of neat. Target an elemental hero normal monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand, Then if your opponent controls any monster with attack less than or equal to the target's attack, destroy one of them. It's kind of neat, isn't it? Prisma, pitch Neos, Hero Blast, add Neos back to hand, blow up. That seems fine to me. Doesn't seem broken. It's a trap, so it's a little slow. But I'm like, that's fine. It's just kind of a cool card. I mean, it even specifies normals. Again, not mind-blowing. Now, back to the extra deck. After, me coping super hard. I know, it's not going to happen. Let me believe, okay? Now, I don't have all of the Neo-Spacian fusions in here, just full disclosure. I didn't want to take up too many extra of the 20 extra cards we're going to get with fucking fusions. Like, 6 of them have been eaten already, and then Jim Cook's going to take probably another 3 or 4. So, that's 9 already gone. Like, you've lost half the extra cards already on just fusions alone. So, I didn't want to use terrible ones. And I know Air Neos isn't very good, but that's not the point. This would sell the box super hard. And honestly, we would just love the bragging rights. So after that, we've got Dark Neos. I thought Dark Neos was kind of an interesting card. It's not crazy or anything. It's just a negate. It's a targeted monster negate. It's not reactive. You can just come on out and negate the effect of something. That's it. It's fine. It's not a problem. Kind of wanted Dark Panther to not suck ass. Then we have Flare Neos, who's fine. Didn't want to do the Glowmoss fusion, full disclosure, just because it's such a weird card. This one's fine. It just shows up and gets big. That's it. He's just big. It's not a big deal. And then we've got Grand Neos, who's the offensive pusher. That's it. We're just doing some bouncing stuff. It's a targeted bounce. That's okay. It's totally alright. We have Lightning Golem. It's honestly as good, if not better. Arguably. Depends what you're bouncing. But Grand Neo's fine. So these are fine. You can swap this one out for Glowmoss. You will notice I don't have Aqua Neos. I do not have Aqua Neos because I put Connector in, and I am somewhat concerned about giving the ability to hand rip your opponent for 2. Is this a justifiable concern? Probably not. But Konami might think so. So I'm just going to be cautious. This also gave me more slots to put other stuff in. So, you could say hi to Gaia. Here's our Earth Buddy, who should be in here. He should have been in fucking midterms. But no, we had to reprint a bunch of fucking fusions no one cared about, instead of actually doing something decent and useful. He's not mind-blowing or anything, he's just big. He gets very large. That's it. Just gigantic. It's awesome. And then the other one is Great Tornado, who's fine. He's just big. He's not even unreasonably big. He's just kind of big. And gets bigger by comparison, because he has the attack of everything your opponent controls. It's kind of awesome, actually. Doesn't target either. He just does that. It's fantastic. No, we're not getting Ab-Zero. Stop asking. Okay? Ab-Zero's a little crazy. You can have this. You can have Gaia. You can have Nova Master. Probably have the Shining too while we're at it, but we're out of space. Anyway, this is my little pile. I'd be pretty happy with this, to be honest. I mean, you can kind of, like, change out, like, these 3 spells. I just thought these were 3 neat spells. And honestly, if we, like, don't get, like, Generation Next and Contact Gate, but I get Gemini Spark and Alias, I will be completely happy with that. Like, the Hero Beat deck would be fun. This would legitimately just be great. I'd be super, super jazzed for this. And you could still play Fusion stuff, because you could just normal summon this, do this, and then you could do Fusion BS. Prisma, please. I'm gonna keep asking. Just give me Prisma. Don't do this to me again, Konami, please. I'm begging you. Please. Alright, my cope aside, what do you guys think? Does this seem reasonable to you? Did I accidentally put something busted out the ass in here? I don't think I did, but Maybe. I kind of slapped this together because I thought it looked good. I mean, we have the standards, as always. But let me know down below. What do you guys want? Do you really want Neo's Fusion? I mean, I ain't going to complain if it's in here. I just figured they won't give it to us. But hey, what else do you want? What weird, obscure hero tech did I not put in here that should probably be in here? Let me know in the comments below, and peace out, everybody.